Okay, so what a story. So Paul started out being super angry, super upset. All he wanted to do was persecute and hurt all of the new Christians and find them. And on the way to Damascus, we all know what happens. He has an encounter with Jesus that changes him. First, it leaves him blind, which is weird. And then Ananias has to come over, lay hands on him. And when he laid hands on him, it was as if scales fell from Paul's eyes. What's with the scales? Well, interesting is that the word used for scales in the Bible is this word called lepis. Lepis is the word that they use to describe something that's scaly or flaky. Um, it's kind of where we get the word leprosy from. Now, leprosy was a sickness that people got, a disease that people got on their skin, where it would leave their skin flaky and discolored, and it would hurt. And it was so contagious, in fact, that anybody who had leprosy was like they had to be separated from everyone else because they just couldn't get them sick. Now, why would they use the word lepis to talk about the scales that were in Paul's eyes? Now, I think about if leprosy is the sickness that causes people to be separated from everyone else, what if lepis is what separates us from being able to see and be loving and kind to others? You see, when Paul had that scales or that he couldn't see and they were covering his eyes, it was separating him from being able to be loving and kind towards others. It wasn't until they fell out that he was able to be able to be loving and kind and see others as being children of God too. Now, when we get angry, we experience that too. When we get frustrated or mad or upset, that's exactly what happens to us. We get that lepis in our eyes that causes us not to be able to see others as children of God. And we need to have an encounter too, just like Paul did. We need to pray and ask God, God, help me to be able to see. Help me to be able to be loving and kind towards others. And you know what will happen? The peace will fall from our eyes too. And then we'll be able to be loving and kind and see people for who they really are. Children of God, just like you and me. I'll see you guys next week.